Hello everyone, and welcome to my Cataclysm Hunter Guide. In this guide, I'll be going through the different talent trees I'll use as each individual specialization, but also the talent trees for my pets, the new spells that all hunters will receive, and a ton of other useful information. So what talent tree should you be picking either at max level or as you're leveling up? You have three different choices: Marksmanship, Survival, and Beast Mastery. The benefit of leveling as Survival is that you will have some steady damage on the target all the time, where Marksmanship is going to be more about a huge burst you will do with your aim shot and later on Chimera shot. And Beast Mastery, well, this is where your pet will be doing most of the work, so you can chill a lot more and just send in your pet. Anyway, let's move on to the talent trees. This will be my build as a Beastmaster Hunter when I'm leveling up, but also at level 85, so when I start heading into dungeons and eventually also raids. For those of you deciding to level up as Beast Mastery, here you can also see the talent order, starting from the left and then going down. As you start leveling up, you will also gain more Prime, Major and Minor Glyph slots, and these will be the 9 different ones I prefer to use, also at max level. What about those of you that would much rather like to play Marksmanship? Well, I got you covered. Just use this build, and as you're leveling up, pick these talents in the order. Marksman is a ton of fun to play, especially when you have your cooldowns ready, but also when you crit with your huge burst abilities, where as a Beastmaster, you will be doing steady damage, just like the Survival Hunter. I usually don't level up as a Survival Hunter, as I don't really like the build for leveling up, but also because I feel like it's a bit slower. However, by the time I get to level 85, I'll usually start doing dungeons as Survival, basically because I feel like you're doing a lot of damage without even not that great gear. And I'll most likely also do my first couple of raids as this specialization, but this is of course my preference. In a moment I will cover the remaining things, but first I would also like to highlight this amazing leveling guide for Cataclysm. It will work from 1 to 85 and even in the pre-patch as well. It's developed by the best speed levelers in World of Warcraft to ensure you will also get to max level as quickly as possible, so you can start raiding, doing dungeons, or maybe even get many characters to max level to figure out what will be your new main. You can try out the free version that will work from 1 to 30 by using the link below this video. And if you plan to purchase the full version, then remember to apply my discount code GuideMMO. This will help me as a content creator so I can spend even more time on my passion. Alright, so now you might also be curious about the different pet talent trees. If I pick up a Ferocity pet, my build will look like this at max level. If it's a Tenacity, I'll go with this build, and the last one will look like this. It of course all depends on the pet I have. I do have some great news for you regarding pets in Cataclysm. There's going to be a massive change, so instead of just having one pet, you can now have up to 5 different pets. Not spawned at the same time or well summoned at the same time. No, you will be able to dismiss and then summon one of the other pets. This is a massive change, so you don't have to go back to the stable master all the time. Especially when you're also leveling up, in case you all of a sudden would like a pet with more armor or more damage. The good thing is that this is only one of the many changes that will happen to Hunter in Cataclysm, so let's cover all of the other important things that will happen no matter what specialization you're playing. A massive change that I'm looking forward to is that you no longer need any ammo whenever you're using a ranged weapon, so if you get a big upgrade, you can also start using it right away. Hunters will also no longer have any mana. This will be replaced with Focus. Focus will be regened over time, but also with different shots. For example, your steady shot, but also a new ability, Cobra Shot. I know some of you will probably miss your mana bar as a hunter, but then again, after getting used to Focus, it's honestly not too bad. Especially because we're getting Aspect of the Fox that allow you to run around and still shoot your steady shot or Cobra Shot at the same time. So as you're kiting, you will be gaining focus and also doing some decent damage. On top of this, as you're for example in melee combat, you will automatically start doing melee attacks, and the moment you are far enough away, you will start shooting. And the insane thing is that you can shoot your auto shots even while you're running, so you no longer need to stand still for a short amount of time before you will do your next auto attack. Another ability that will make the Hunter a lot more fun to play is Camouflage. When you use it, you will turn invisible, or well, almost invisible for 1 minute. So as you're running around, other people will be able to see you, but you can run around and CC different enemies. As you can see right here, the moment I stand still, I'll be completely invisible. If I start moving, yeah, people will be able to see me and of course also start attacking me. But the moment I once again go AFK or stand still, I'll be completely invisible. So this makes the Hunter a lot better to use in the open world or in PvP. Talking about PvP, all Hunters will by default also get Scattershot at level 15, a CC for 4 seconds that will disorientate the target so you can land your trap. In PvE it will also be amazing, as you can use this as a way for you to interrupt the cast, followed by CCing the target. For those of you playing marksmanship, your readiness will reset the cooldown, allowing you to CC 2 targets at the same time. We also get a new shot that requires only 15 focus. It will reduce all incoming healing on the target for 30 seconds, and as there's no cooldown, you can just reapply this over and over. In a moment I will show you the different stats you should aim for and also what gems I like to use. But first I would like to also highlight the different kind of specializations and simply show a bit of gameplay. Earlier in the video I mentioned Beast Mastery mainly doing damage with the pet, especially with kill command, but you can of course stand still in the back and start shooting with your steady shot and arcane shot. One of the main reasons why I like Beast Mastery is because you never really have to worry about your own health, and as you can heal your pet, you can keep going without next to no downtime. But personally, I prefer to level up as marksmanship. Casting your aim shot and chimera shot is so fun, especially when they crit. You can often kill your target in less than 4 to 5 seconds because of these big numbers. The good thing is that it doesn't really require any cooldowns. You just use 2 aim shots in a row and you'll most likely have done 60 to 70% of the target's total health. The only downside is that when you're having such an explosive amount of damage, you will probably also be pulling aggro from your pet. So if your feint F is not ready, you have to start kiting and this will reduce your kill speed. The last specialization I would like to show you in action is survival, and here you'll mainly be doing attacks that does damage over time. So your black arrow, but also your explosive shot. For those of you planning to level up as survival, remember to use your frost and freezing traps quite frequently. This is because of the talent locked and load that allow you to use your explosive shot 2 times in a row without using any cooldown, but also costing no focus. So the more frequently you're using your traps, the faster you will also be able to level up. So what stats should we aim for? Well, no matter the specialization, then you should try to aim for 8% hit to make sure you're not missing as often. If you're playing a Draenei, remember you have 1% additional hit from your racial and therefore you only need to aim for 7% hit. As a hunter, you should always prioritize getting as much agility as possible, as it will increase your damage done by your different shots, but also increase your critical strike chance. When you're playing Beast Mastery, you would also like to focus on getting a lot of crit, but also Mastery, as Mastery will increase the damage done by your pet. As marksmanship, Mastery isn't really that great, as it only increases your chance to do an additional auto shot. Instead, you would like to focus on Haste, as Haste will increase your focus regeneration, and this will be quite important as it allows you to cast a new aim shot a bit quicker. In fact, haste is even more important for a survival hunter. If you don't have enough haste, you will also not be able to maintain a proper rotation, and this will reduce the amount of DPS you pull. Last but not least, we have the different gems and consumables you should be using. Make sure to get this meta gem to increase your agility, but also critical effect. Your red gem is also quite easy to decide. Just go for this to boost your agility. However, when it comes to an orange gem, you have 2 different choices. You could either go for this to increase your agility and critical strike rating, or for this to increase your agility and mastery rating. If you're still lacking a lot of hit, and you probably will in the beginning of Cataclysm, then go for this blue gem. And on top of this, you could also go for this purple gem. It also matches a red socket to boost your agility and hit. To increase your damage even further, you should also get different consumables. For example, the flask here that increases your agility by 300 for 1 hour, or this potion to boost your agility by 1200 for 25 seconds. If you would like to see more class guides, make sure to check out the channel, and soon I will also publish a lot more, together with many other useful Cataclysm videos, for example tips and tricks, leveling, gold making, yeah, the list goes on and on. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to help me as a content creator, but also to get notified the next time I post a new video.